Hello, my name is Maya, my nickname is Majchy, and this is my hanger.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will talk about something different. I think it's very important, it should be talked about, because I can see it's happening, it happened in the past, it's still happening a lot. And I want to say quickly, I'm sorry for the bad quality, I haven't played warrobots in over a year and a half, so I don't have any footage, and I will just download some of my gameplay from my YouTube channel. Sorry for the quality, it's probably not the best. But before we start, I'm just gonna mention that I will use the word allegedly because, well, I don't wanna get sued and I think it's important that we have this conversation, but still, I wanna make it clear this is allegedly. So first, I wanna mention that I'm not blaming warrobots that this is happening, but it's definitely a thing where you can see the way they're going about the whole creator program. It's literally creating more and more of that. I noticed that some of the YouTubers that were doing that in the past, they're coming back and they're doing it again. And I just think this is weird because I don't know why. I thought maybe Pixonic will look into it, they will be more careful about it, but apparently they aren't. I made a video I don't know, over a year while I left warrobots, and honestly, looking what is happening in warrobots, I have no plan to go back, especially because there's nothing that they're fixed. They're pretending it's not even happening, which is weird. Really weird. I think it's shady behavior, and at least if nothing else, I think viewers should be aware of it, what is happening, what they're watching, and why YouTubers are doing it. So even though I'm not blaming warrobots, they have a huge impact in that, because I remember doing the whole thing with warrobots, trying to be in creator program, doing my content. It was just hard. For a smaller YouTuber, you have to know that it's not that easy to get to 500 subscribers and then to 1K, and go into creator program, get that, what is 10,000 views. For smaller YouTubers, that's not easy, and if you have giveaways, it helps so much. You get free prizes, and honestly, in 2 years, I never got that. I was in creator program as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, but I never hit 10K views, and of course others are doing it. At first I wasn't sure about it, I didn't really see it, but with time it became obvious. The way they're doing it, it's right out in the open, and I will share some of them that I saw, but I think there's a lot more, and it's just weird. Why Pixonic isn't doing nothing about it? Why in the first place everything is just about views? They're literally creating toxic community and cheaters. I don't want to say it's their fault, but with the rules that are there, you have to admit, first problem is it's very, very hard to get 10K views, and because of it they are using bots. But I will just touch upon that lately you don't even need bots. YouTube have this feature that you can just pay to YouTube and it's not illegal. So basically the whole creator program, it's kinda weird. It's literally for people who have money and can buy views, and it's not even illegal because bots are illegal and you can get punished from YouTube. Is Pixonic not aware of that? Why are they having the same creator program that's literally creating more cheaters and more people just buying views? So let's just go into it now. First, I will just show you a couple of examples that I noticed and what you have to look at it. I usually don't name any names, but in this case I feel if I'm showing you, I will have to use the names, and I will use the word allegedly they're doing it. But why I think they're doing it? Here we can see example number 1. So what this YouTuber is doing, she at first had I don't know, 100 to 200 views per live stream, and that was a whole case for a couple of months. Then all of a sudden she got 1K to 2K views, and that's kind of weird, especially if you look at it. She was in a creator program, but she wasn't doing giveaways. As soon her views got up, she started doing giveaways. And I noticed with her that she was doing that a lot in the past, but at first, because I was kinda new at the time, I didn't realize that maybe she was doing that even before. But it's a thing with her because I noticed, and it was just weird at the time, but with time I realized that is happening, especially lately. You can see there's just something weird. Her, it's not just views, but if you opened one of her live streams, the way people are like talking, like viewers, it's not that different from like a year ago when she had like 100 views. I'm just caricaturing like that, right? But there's usually, if you have like so many more views, usually there are people more in the chat, right? And with Lachona, you can see that's not a thing. I'm not sure how people are not seeing that or like acknowledging that, but it's weird. Like, can we allegedly say she's doing something to get those bots views up? I'm not sure what exactly, but this doesn't seem natural or organic. But here I can show you one more example, and with this guy you can see that someone, one of the YouTubers in warrobots, I mean this is like some time ago, but I noticed that even there that a YouTuber called him out because there were so many views but not as many was talking in, right? So there's always a red flag, and I think YouTubers, we see it more often because with YouTube, I feel just in general there are like some consistency. The numbers should add up, and this like it didn't add up. So this YouTuber called him out. I guess Pixonic never saw it, didn't even care. I don't think that this YouTuber actually ever did giveaway, so I'm not sure why he's doing this. It's like, honestly, I'm not sure why anyone is doing this, but with this YouTuber it's kind of weird. I just wanted to show you, for example, because it's kind of obvious, not just to me, but to other YouTubers, something is fishy here. I'm not sure if he will go after a giveaway, allegedly, and he's doing that, allegedly. But I noticed, like, just in general, in warrobots, I will maybe just put some of the example, and I won't put that many names because allegedly they're doing this, and I think there are a lot more. I haven't been in warrobots in a while now, so I'm not sure how many are doing this, but I noticed like sometimes you will see a channel that's not even talking, no commentary, and they are getting so many views and stuff, and some of them aren't even in a giveaway, some are, some aren't, and I'm like, why are you doing this? But honestly, it's not me to understand. I just noticed something is fishy here. You can tell for yourself. What do you think? One thing that I want to mention too is that I noticed some of the bigger YouTubers like mentors are supporting those types of channels. I will just name two of them just over in my head, Tony VR and Duck and Quack. Duckan VR, I think his name now, and they are supporting those types of channels. They are friends with cheaters and bullies, and this is something that I know for sure that they are supporting bullies because I was heavily bullied while I was still in warrobots and playing warrobots and covering it. And the thing is, there are a couple of things that I can mention that like were really upsetting with all of this, because I did meet the video 10 reasons why I left warrobots, and I was explaining how it was like being a female YouTuber, and it's just one of the worst things that I experienced. Now I'm playing Fortnite and I can tell you it's a lot different. There's just something that it feels like some heaviness fall down. Like, I'm not going through stuff like that, I'm not experienced things like that, but when I was, I can tell you it was rough. And seeing how much hate you can get and success is so small, it's mind-boggling. Like, I can tell you, just like from my experience, I was talking to this one of the YouTubers. It was like last year I was talking. I stopped playing warrobots at the time, so I was fully in Fortnite, but you may know him. His name is Adrian Chunk, and we were talking how while at one time they were trying to find a female YouTuber to promote in-game news. So warrobots didn't find any. That's his words, I'm just rephrasing how he told me. They didn't find any female YouTubers, so they asked him for help. And guess what? He found Lachona. So my question is, how do you feel that potentially, allegedly, you guys promoted a cheater in new games? There was one guy too, and I think that like basically they're both doing it, like allegedly. But I think it's funny how warrobots is literally supporting cheaters, cheater YouTubers, and community supporting too, right? Mentors, and like it's just, I mean, it's ironic, right? Especially with Adrian. He always say how he doesn't like cheaters. His whole channel started when he saw cheaters on the battlefield. But I mean, maybe he didn't know, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. It's just, I think it's funny. And it's ironic how like smaller YouTuber like me, they never saw it. I mean, Adrian knew who I was, but apparently my channel wasn't either like big enough or good enough, I don't know. But the only support and help that I did get is from Warrobots Reddit. Shout out to Papa Shiva, shout out to all of them. Those moderators are amazing, but honestly that wasn't enough for me to stay, because there are still cheaters in there, and against like bullies they're still there, and against that they didn't do nothing. At one point I was talking to a couple of moderators, one or two at least, and I was saying if they could at least have some kind of group or something to help like victims like me that were cyberbullied, and they just brushed it off. But honestly, when I was still in there, it was happening until I left, and the bullying was so bad, especially when I made it publicly. So honestly, now that I'm doing this, there's possibility they will have some backlash, because let's face it, those cheaters don't want to be called out. Allegedly cheating, buying bots, allegedly. But yeah, tell me in the comments below, do you see it? Do you see cheaters? I mean, I know players are used to like cheating on the battlefield, but I remembered one time I saw YouTubers like having literally cheating YouTube warrobots, and they were like getting 1k to 2k subscribers way before I did, and I was like, wait, so cheaters are literally being supported by the community? Tell me now in the comments below, now that I told you, will you be more open about it and see how it is? You can look for yourself. Even if you look at the bigger YouTubers, the way their views are, they're usually somewhere of their range, right? If someone has like to 5k to 10k views, maybe another one will have 15k views, but it won't be like 2-3 times more. You know what I mean? And if the smaller YouTubers, you can see from my channel, my live streams are having to 50 to 100 views. Very rarely one of them would get more, but not 1k views. You know what I mean? Like, you can see it for yourself and you can tell me if you agree or not agree. I don't know if there's a way how warrobots can look at this. I know there is an app that we had to agree and they can see our channel, but I don't know if they literally can see any other shady stuff. But I do think it's important to talk about it, because the more you don't talk about it, they just keep doing it and they think they won, and they keep like lying and cheating and just getting their nice prizes with all of this. And I always talked about it, I just mentioned it quickly. Female YouTubers are disgustingly loved. I don't know why they're not doing anything about it. But just from my experience, the only support that I got was from Warrobots Reddit, and apparently Pixonic doesn't care. And that one time that I did saw actually supporting, they literally went for a cheater, for a female cheater, supposedly buying bots. But like, even if they don't see it and they're like maybe thinking, we can prove it, but the thing is, they should know that if they go only for views, that you can literally pay to YouTube to get more views, to promote it, and it's not even illegal. Bots are illegal, that's not. So they should rethink the whole creator program. That's just my opinion, but they can do what they want. They're apparently fine with it. They're apparently okay, even with some cheaters that were like super exposed. It took them like the longest time to actually get them and to actually do something about it. But as far as I know, there was, I remember at one point they were talking about a female YouTubers, there was something doing cheating, something weird was happening, and I was like, yeah, you do not realize that female YouTubers like me are leaving. The only one you have are the ones that either know really good with math or are cheating, allegedly. So there's something wrong with that. That's just my opinion, of course. Take it with a grain of salt. My experience in warrobots wasn't pleasant, and considering there's not that many female YouTubers, you can just imagine that I'm probably not the only one thinking this way. So tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Is this something new? Did you already notice this? Do you agree with me or not? Will you be more open when you will go out and look at other YouTubers? Tell me, what do you think? Thank you for watching. If you like my content, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye!
Hook is kinda new, and as you can see, I don't have maxed out stuff, but I really like to play this game.